Ibrahim Traoré was born in 1988 in Burkina Faso, a country shaped by colonial borders, military rule, and unfulfilled promises. Like many young Africans, he grew up watching foreign influence dominate local decisions while poverty and insecurity spread across the land. He studied geology at the University of Ouagadougou, where he became known not just for academics, but for speaking openly about injustice, corruption, and the failure of leadership. Those ideas stayed with him long after he left the classroom. Traoré joined the Burkina Army and rose through the ranks during one of the most unstable periods in the nation's history. Terrorist attacks were increasing, communities were being displaced, and soldiers felt abandoned by political leaders who promised security but delivered speeches. By 2022, frustration inside the military reached a breaking point. The government had lost control of large parts of the country, and confidence in leadership collapsed. In September of that year, Ibrahim Traoré led a coup that removed the interim president and placed him at the center of power. At just 34 years old, he became the youngest head of state in the world. But Traoré did not present himself as a traditional strongman. His speeches focused on sovereignty, dignity, and self-reliance. He openly criticized foreign military presence, especially France, accusing it of maintaining influence without delivering security. This stance immediately drew global attention. Supporters across Africa saw him as a symbol of a new generation rejecting neo-colonial control. Protesters waved Burkina flags alongside Pan-African symbols, calling Traoré the voice of African self-determination. Critics, however, warned of the dangers of military rule. They questioned whether promises of reform would translate into lasting institutions or simply another cycle of power concentrated in one man. Traoré pushed forward with bold rhetoric. He emphasized local production, encouraged youth participation, and spoke repeatedly about reclaiming Africa's resources for Africans. He aligned Burkina Faso more closely with other military-led governments in the Sahel, forming new regional alliances. Yet challenges remain immense. Terrorism continues to threaten stability. The economy struggles. International pressure grows. And the question lingers whether revolutionary words can survive the realities of governance. Still, Ibrahim Traoré represents something rare in modern African politics, a leader whose rise reflects widespread anger at old systems rather than loyalty to them. To some, he is a revolutionary restoring the spirit of Thomas Sankara. To others, he is an experiment whose outcome is still uncertain. What is clear is this: Ibrahim Traoré has disrupted the expected script. He has forced Africa and the world to confront uncomfortable questions about power, influence, and the future of leadership on the continent. If you want to understand Africa beyond headlines and propaganda, if you want the real stories shaping the continent today, subscribe now, because Africa's future is being written in real time, and you should be watching it unfold.